double that. And those who served with me when I was very young, they will tell you that he's telling the truth. Because I've got very little tolerance of nonsense. And anyone who has got a problem with that, the conference is coming in December, can come and remove me. But you're going to elect me a president of an organization, you must know I don't take nonsense. I've got no time for rubbish. Head office is not a place where you pass time. It's not a place you just come, you are bored, you come and give the TG a hug. Call TG and go and meet at the coffee shop there. It's not a place of friends here. This is where the revolution is being conducted from. It's headquarters. It's not a place of clowns. Anyone who comes here and want to threaten the peace of this nerve center of the revolution will find us ready. Our constitution says we will do everything in our power to take over this country. And if the need arises, we'll take up arms. So it says in a very polite way, we'll use any means necessary. It's being polite. Any means necessary. So here, for the revolution, we do anything. If you are a member, you don't like it, go and join ACDP. We're not here to nurse egos and feelings of fools who don't know why they joined this organization. We have no time for that. So if you've gone back, tell them to go to hell. If they are members of the EFF, must go to the nearest hell. We don't care about people. Not here. Here, you come and behave. First, if you call yourself a member, you come with an appointment satisfying all the stuff of the organization. You don't just wake up in the morning. You go to your branch, your region, you go to the friends, and then by the time you come here, you should have exhausted everything. We're building our own office now. We'll invite you at Gandhi Square. Because here we meet people here, some of them are coming here to look for other things. It's not our building. It's going to be worse than what we are experiencing here. We're not playing games. We are a very serious organization. So, and members of the EFF, not clowns, not chance takers, not staff riders, not opportunists who have been unemployed for a very long time and want to use the EFF as a step ladder and quick to employment, will know what this place is. They will know that. They will never question what we are saying. So those are not our members. Don't tell us about fake Twitter accounts which are in a permanent crying mode. They cry about everything. When you try to follow up as tomorrow, who's this person? The person doesn't first have an avatar. There's no clear address. No one knows who's this person. And we should entertain ghosts. Dipuku, chamo internet, dipuku. We have no time for ghosts. Our members know that what the Secretary General did is consistent with what the leadership is required to do in protection of the office. You didn't do anything. We don't celebrate what the ANC did to IFP. But remember what happened when the IFP threatened the headquarters of the ANC at Shell House. Remember that. Remember what the ANC did to protect its own head office. And then people come and threaten our head office here. We must give them roses in exchange. Not here. It will never happen. And the ANC IFP thing happened under Mandela. You are darling. Mandela. Even Mandela will not allow that his head office should be put under threat. And it's not going to happen here in the EFF. I said in the same platform where I addressed this matter that there are certain people in the EFF who want us to adopt some morals which I don't know where they come from. There are some morals which are imposed on us. And we must totally reject that. We must define the EFF morality. not a white man's imposed morality on the revolution. When you go to H&M, Mbuyiseni is accused of buying clothes from H&M in Cape Town. When you go to H&M and push those things, and some fellows come and want to condemn you and say that is wrong. Based on what? Based on what? You will never be told by your enemy on how you must conduct the revolution. You are a revolutionary. Sometimes you may be required to take out the heart with your own hands, literally. You have to do it. That's what the revolution means. Don't come here with some morals, borrowed morals. No, don't do that at H&M. What is that? Look at what it gave us. Look at that revolutionary act of H&M gave us. Well-behaved management of H&M, which is now hiring black models. Because of that revolutionary act. Had we listened to 702 blacks, H&M will be still portraying us as monkeys. Monkeys. We deal with racism decisively because racism is violence. Deal with it. Don't listen to racist and co-opted black people who have committed a suicide and became something else now. Don't listen to such people. You know what we are doing. We listen to these people, Comrade Dali, about our conduct in Parliament. He finished his term. The EFF would have died a natural death. Had we listened to you when you said, what are the overalls doing in Parliament? What are the overalls doing in Parliament? Would have disappeared because we've been followed by. Today, when you look at Parliament and an EFF person speaks, you have to know the person. Just know this is EFF. We have not disappeared because we have not listened to some black elite middle class which wanted to turn into an amoeba. A shapeless political board. Today they pull you this side. Sorry. Sorry. You don't stand. So we are not like the rest. We need to use violence to stop violence. We'll do. We never start violence. We never start violence. We are always provoked. We never start violence as a first start. We always talk and talk and talk, and people push us to the limit. Winnie Mandela in one video says, don't push us too far, because they got soka anytime. That's who we are. We're Winnie Mandela's children. If you want to know what is EFF, just go and listen to that video where Winnie says, you keep on pushing and pushing, you think we're fools. We can turn this thing upside down anytime. Don't push us too far. When you are pushed too far, we'll show you flames. But you come peaceful, you come to a head office, you'll be treated nicely. This head office here has got a legal office that is ordinary people on day basis. Yeah. We've got a legal employed here paid 50,000. Yeah. One with a legal problem just walks in, the legal person, the help person. They get it all the time. This is the most friendly office you can find. Don't bring. I mean, when you look at those people pushing our SG, pushing him. You push our SG in our office. They will come here. They are testing us. They will come here. They have to find us in the boardroom. They all of us here and start beating us up, because what they do, they first test the ground before we're all going to be assaulted. After SG, we're going, because after SG is that's why they're coming to me. So I must stop them right there before they come. They are starting with SG. They are coming to all of us. Thugs, criminals who are masquerading as EFF members. It will never happen here. If it takes votes away, let it go. Let the vote go. We're not going to die here in the name of vote. No ways. We're going to protect ourselves. We are representing black majority. We will expose corruption. We will expose maladministration. We will expose where service delivery is not happening, and if it happens, it doesn't happen to the our expectation. That's the role of an opposition party, Tsidi. There's nothing more we can do. Those people didn't vote for EFF. We're not government in Tshwane. We're not government in Joburg. Actually, what we did was to try and find a way of doing exactly what you are talking about. It's not happening. We're not elected. They ask too much. When you are up there in farms, in the kitchens, in the newsrooms, when you are being undermined, you come here. When it's voting time, you go somewhere. Now we are being told, you are fighting for black people. Where are black people when the votes come? We're voting for EFF so that EFF can be the one that implements these things they want. So they voted. They chose what government they want. South Africa, you get the government you deserve. You have it. Joburg, Tshwane, and all of that. We said we are going to be government in June because that's an ultimatum we had given to the DA. The DA said no. The DA said it's not prepared. Remember, we can't be government if the DA and the rest don't come to the party. They refuse with their votes. They don't want to vote for us, but they want us to vote for them. And another fool which is going to masquerade as EFF is going to say, hey, why is the EFF not voting with DA? Hey, I'm disappointed. Go and vote DA yourself. Go and vote. Why are you not voting DA? You want to vote DA through us. Go and vote for them. Go and vote for them. We cannot keep on voting for people who can't vote for us. Power sharing means ngamina ngawena. Give and take. So if they refuse, and we've done it how many years now? From 2016. Still, the DA doesn't appreciate that. So what must happen? It's done. It's finished. It's done. It's finished. There will be motions of the EFF. We can't stop putting motions. We will put motions. We will vote for our motions. Other parties may be interested to vote for EFF motions, but they shouldn't expect that INRI will vote for their motions. Will not. Rather put our motions and lose. Hey, Tatana Mashatile, I'm disappointed in that guy. Tatana Mashatile has given us summons here. We said he knows the story of the new one. The reality is that he knows. He knows where the money went. There was Lidzi, he was in government. Thomas just. But because this court created an environment where political speech can be suppressed, we are going to see a festival of these things. So let it be. It's what the courts have taken a decision to suppress political speech in South Africa. When you say you know where the money is, the money has not serviced the people of Alexander. There are no services here in Alexander. From the naked eye, we can't see anything. You are corrupt. You must come and say, no, you are talking nonsense. Here is where the money went. This is the road we have built for so much. This is the houses we have built for so much. And all of that, and get out of it. I thought Paul was bigger than that. But Paul takes advantage because he can see. Or the koto di latlile. At koto di latlile, you also grab an opportunity to, I can also get something. I can get 500,000. Yo! And then you go and fetch your 500,000 as well. From the funny courts of South Africa, where that big man went up to a guy agrees gets fined 200,000 because of a K weight. I guess he said that to black people. There's no problem. 200,000. You are fined 500,000 for political speech. That's what the courts of South Africa say. It's costly to call a K weight more expensive to speak politics. More expensive to speak politics. Those are South Africa. That's where we find ourselves in now. Whereas you can't speak against a member of the Tumamina group. Yes. These courts will kill you. What? They even write in their the new dawn. The new dawn has brought changes in ESCOM. How does a judge write like that and use a campaigning speech of a politician in a judgment? The Constitutional Court revived my hope when it gave Jiba and Mukhwebi. I don't want them. I don't want them to go back to NPA. But, you know, when the court said, they too are South Africans, they deserve the law. It doesn't matter how much you hate them. They deserve the protection of the law. The Constitutional Court revived my confidence. I was hopeless. But Ngugai Toby once said, well, we need to find a proper case and go to Constitutional Court so that the Constitutional Court can also tell us if it's part of the New Dawn. Because the Constitutional Court can't be part of the New Dawn. It remains the Constitutional Court because there is no New Dawn Constitution. It is the same Constitution, wire. It doesn't change whether there is a new president or not. You can't have a Constitutional Court that tries to appease the new politicians in office. When Deputy Chief Justice Zondo refused Moyani with the right to cross-examine Pravin, I got a shock of my life. I was like even a hardcore violent criminal caught on camera in FNB Stadium shooting at people seen by 90,000 people. It's not obvious. That person must still be tried. That person must still ask us who are accusing him questions. Or did you really see me? It's not obvious that we saw the person. Did you really see me? Because on that day, I was in New York. Here is my passport. The person you are referring to is my twin brother. Oh, we almost made a of killing a wrong person. That's the importance of listening to everything in court, including things that sound stupid. Certain things you say, it's too obvious, it's too obvious. They are not as obvious as you see them. We may get some wisdom out of Pravin's questioning from Moyan. Zondo said, no. I stopped watching them since that day. I'm to pass certain marks and I'm told I'm under the judiciary because the problem is we are not the type to keep quiet. We don't care whether you are a judge or, hey, wrong, it's wrong. I can't keep quiet. I said, save myself.